Want a soar? Get a mentor. Hey, it's Nina Carmichael, and the chances are you are the most ambitious person in your circle, but you know you're capable of more, and you get a push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael. Mentor me, Evan. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Be bold.
Every day you have a choice. Every day you have to decide who's gonna show up today. Is it gonna be the you who settles, who stays comfortable, who does what everybody wants you to do, who just is afraid, scared, is unwilling to do the things that you need to do to go off and accomplish your dreams? Or is it gonna be the bold version, the courageous version, the one who believes that you can create something that nobody else around you believes is possible to create? That's a daily battle. Even for me, it's a daily battle. We wake up and have to fight ourselves every day, because no matter how great a day you had yesterday, no matter how bold you're feeling today, tomorrow is a new battle, is a new day. And with time, yes, you can raise your baseline so that what a morning feels like is not as bad as it used to be, but the decision to be bold, courageous, unstoppable is a daily battle for everybody. The difference, what makes a difference? The difference between the people who wake up and then go off and doing amazing things and the people who just stay small and stay stuck knowing that they're capable of more, the difference is that successful people demand excellence from themselves every day. And it starts with having a morning routine that sets them up for success. What is your morning routine? Now, some of you may have a morning routine. You may be thinking, oh, not another morning routine video. Listen. If you're not feeling bold and confident every day, your morning routine is not serving you. And you might have the best morning routine of anybody that you know. You might be the only person who's working out every morning or who's watching a video every morning or spending any kind of time on themselves every morning, because most people wake up like an accident. Most people wake up, check their phone, start responding to other people's emergencies, and never spend any time building the life or the person that they want to build, right? That's most people. That's fine. That's not you. Probably. If you're watching this video, you're subscribed to this channel, that's probably not you. But it doesn't mean that your morning routine can't serve you better. The acid test for a great morning routine is, do you feel bold, courageous, and unstoppable every day after finishing it? A lot of people just go through the motions. A lot of people watch a video like this while they're making breakfast or cleaning the sink or doing something else. You're not focused. You're not paying attention. You need to. Because if you're not focused and paying attention to what you're doing in your morning routine, you're not getting the feeling that you need to feel at the end of your morning routine. I don't care if your morning routine takes you 5 minutes or 2 hours. Do you feel bold, powerful, unstoppable, courageous at the end of it? If not, you need to fix it. Now, what makes a routine get somebody to feeling bold, powerful, courageous, unstoppable is different for different people, right? The thing is, I'm gonna switch my hand here, getting tired. Whew. The thing is, everybody has something that makes you feel that feeling. You felt it before. And what it is for me is always gonna come down to service and feeling like the work that I do matters as important. So the thing I do in my morning routine is I always share a daily message. And so I'll go to my Instagram and I'll share a daily message. And I remind myself that what I do matters. It serves people. It's having an impact, right? If you woke up and felt like the work you did every day was going to have an impact, you'd be a lot more bold, courageous, and willing to take bigger chances. And so that's what I try to do every single morning. But what works for me may not work for you. That's okay. The good news is you felt bold. You have felt courageous. You have felt unstoppable at some point in your life. The problem is it's just not consistent. So what is the thing that you did, that you experienced to help you feel that level of boldness, where you felt like you were capable of doing things greater than what you're doing right now? What happened? What experienced? Were you watching a video? Were you listening to a podcast? Were you doing an act of service? Were you sharing a message? Were you talking to your mom? Like, what were you doing? Were you meditating naked with your cat outside? I don't care what it is, right? What did you do that made you feel bold, powerful, unstoppable, and confident, and then how can you inject that into your daily life every day? So you start every day with that thing as a reminder for you to go off and live a courageous, bold, powerful life, because what you're doing now is tiny compared to what you're capable of. And chances are there's nobody in your life who's pushing you like you need to be pushed. You're probably the person pushing other people to do great things. And other people in your life, they may not be supportive, they may be supportive, but even the ones who are supportive, are not telling you, this thing you're doing is great. And you know what? You could be doing way better, man. Like, this is small compared to what you're capable of. The people who are supportive, they love you. They're cheering you on, but they already think you're great. Their version of greatness is tiny compared to yours, and you know it. It's awesome to be seen as great in their eyes, but you know you're capable of way, 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 way more. And that doesn't happen if you're waking up every day and just feeling okay. If you're waking up every day in doubt, in fear, and insecurity, and that's how you show up to life. You cannot allow yourself to show up every day in life feeling insecure, cowardly, small, scared, afraid, little. It's a choice. And it's easy to stay there by default because our head keeps us afraid.
Also, if you want to have more self-belief and more self-confidence, I have designed a free training program just for you, where every day for the next 254 days, I'll send you an email with an unlisted video to help you boost your confidence. The science says it can take up to 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. And so I want you to build the habit of self-belief and self-confidence. It's 100% free. The link to join is in the description below.
So you have to really want to do it. If it's a bucket list thing that you have to do and you're deeply passionate about it, you have a message that you want to share, or this needs to come out, right? You need to give birth to this thing. It's that important to you. Then you should go out and do it.
1, pick the right things to work on, and then 2, focus on executing those things. Surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Rule number 2, showed up.
People don't show up for one of 3 reasons. Number 1 is you're afraid. You're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of failure, you're afraid of it not working out, and so you just don't show up. Number 2 is you're not consistent. You show up some days, but you don't show up other days because you don't have the routines and habits in place to make you show up consistently every single day. And number 3 is you don't want to. You don't want to show up because you don't actually enjoy the thing that you're about to do. You would rather procrastinate on it because you don't love it, and showing up is more painful than just sitting around. So my goal today with this video is to help you bust through these so that you can show up for life and have the impact that you want to have. So I think the fear of showing up is actually a good thing. It means that you are doing something different, something outside your comfort zone, something that is not normal, that is new, and that's good. You want to be pushing the envelope. If there was nothing that you were afraid to show up to today, tomorrow, next week, then you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not pushing against your boundaries and comfort zones. And so even today, I had to show up. And again, it should be every single day. So today, I was procrastinating on sending out an email to Grant, as well as a couple other people, where I'm looking at doing more collaborations, more work on my YouTube channel, more cross-pollination connection to other successful YouTubers to help the whole entrepreneur YouTube community grow, right? I want to get the message out there. I want to be playing a bigger game. And so I emailed Grant and I emailed 4 other people with a new idea that I had. So when the idea was first suggested to me about doing this and reaching out, I had a little bit of nerves, like, okay, it's gonna require an ask. I might get rejected, it may not work out. And I had it scheduled for today because today was my YouTube day. And so I look at the list today, I'm like, maybe I should start with 1 person or 2 people or just pick the easy people. And just the fact that I felt that, just the fact that that was one of the reasons meant I had to go and do 5. I had to do a bigger number. I had to go after the harder people. I had to do the people that I thought may say yes, may say no, may make me look bad if they say no. And a lot of it is just head games. The honest truth is, Grant's probably not gonna care. Grant's probably gonna say yes. Like 98% chance he says yes, and he passes it on to somebody on his team. We start working together and we create the collaboration. 1% chance he ignores it, and 1% chance he says no. But it's not the logical, rational things that hold us back. It's the emotional, fearful things. And so what I've trained myself to do is anytime I feel that, oh my God, it may not work out, then I have to do it. I have to do it. I have just to show myself, because the worst thing you can do is get to the edge of the cliff and say you're gonna jump and then not jump. It's better not to catch that you're nervous. It's better not to even come up with the idea, to just float around in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, than to catch it and then play small. And so as soon as you catch it, I've trained myself, I want you to do the same thing. As soon as you catch it, train yourself to do it. Even if it doesn't work out, just training yourself that you don't back down when you are afraid.
And rule number 3, the last one before our very special bonus clip, be impatient with yourself.
You need to be more impatient with yourself, but patient with the results. Flip it. Most people are impatient with the results. You want the money right now. You want the customers right now. You want the views right now. You want the subscribers right now. But you're patient with yourself. You let yourself off the hook all the time. You procrastinate and don't put in 100% effort. That needs to change. Flip it. Be more patient with the results and impatient with yourself. Because if you're impatient with yourself, if you demand 100% effort of yourself every single day, I guarantee you the results will come. So I spoke with a guy today on Instagram who said he wanted to be a speaker. He wanted to be what I was, but in real estate. He wants to be a recognized thought leader, speaker, author. He wants to get booked on gigs. He wants to be a speaker in real estate and motivate others. Amazing. He says his content is fire. He's wondering, why is he not getting any more views? Why is it taking so long to grow his Instagram account? Why is it taking so long? My content's amazing. Come on, man. Okay, great. Go check out his channel. He's posting every 2 weeks. He's posting a new video every 2 weeks. Whatever it is that you want to do, you need to be doing it daily to get good at it. If you want to be a speaker and you're only practicing speaking in a short video once every 2 weeks, you're just never going to get good at it. You practice anything every 2 weeks, you're never going to be world class. It's just not going to happen. Your actions have to map to your ambitions. He needs to be speaking every single day. 1, it'll make it better. Don't assume that your content is fire and amazing if you're only doing it every 2 weeks. Well, you're probably not good enough at the thing yet. People have seen it, they could share it, they're not. You're watching this video, you could share it. If you're not, I wasn't good enough. I gotta get better. I gotta practice. I gotta keep going. I appreciate that. I respect it. I know it. I'm still on my journey. If you're making it every 2 weeks, so you're just never gonna get good. And the second part is, you just don't allow time for momentum to build up. If you're doing something every 2 weeks, you just don't allow time for momentum. You need to put in the effort. Are you proud of your effort? Every single day, you need to be creating something to get better, to work on your skill set, to get noticed, to build momentum, to get attention. Every day, we default to thinking, what I'm making is so amazing. Why don't people care about it? Well, other people are putting in more effort. Their stuff is likely better than yours. He's out there posting once every 2 weeks. On Instagram, I'm posting 6 times a day. I post 3 videos a day. I post 3 pictures a day. I post 3 to 20 stories a day. I do Instagram Live 5 times a week. I'm putting out content. And as a result, I'm growing. I'm getting better, hopefully, at the work. And I'm growing because I'm building momentum. I'm practicing my craft. And so it's understandable. I want results. I want results too, man. I want to be at 1 million followers. Why am I only at 150,000 followers on Instagram? I started last year with 6. I'm at 150 now. That's pretty good, but I want to be at 1 million. I want to be at 2 million. It's a constant drive to get better. But how am I going to get there? Me. I need to get better. My content needs to get better. My team needs to get better. Everything. We need to get better. We're consistent and we need to keep improving our quality and getting better. I need to be patient with the results and demand insane effort from myself with impatience and impunity every single day. Because if I do that, I'll keep growing. I'll keep winning. I'll keep gaining an audience. And I'll keep moving closer towards accomplishing my mission. So if you're struggling with getting results in your goals right now, I'm going to give you a 3-step process to help you flip it. Number 1, figure out what you actually want. What do you want? What's your goal? What do you want? What's your mission? What do you want to become? What do you want out of life? I want to solve the world's biggest problem, untapped human potential. The guy who called into my show, he wants to be a speaker. Like, what do you want? What's your goal? What's the most important thing to you that you want to accomplish right now? Number 2, make your actions map to your ambitions. Your actions, what's in your calendar, is what I like to look at. Look at your calendar. Pull out your calendar from Sunday to Sunday, right? You have a week on your calendar. Show me where you're going to spend time on that thing. If that guy wants to be a world-class speaker in the real estate industry, great. Show me in your calendar where you're spending your time to get better at that skill. Because it's not just going to happen. And everybody has demands for your time. Everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants to pull you in different directions. You need to block off time. Put gates around it and say, no, this section, this chunk of time every day or every week, that's for me. That's how I'm going to go off and build my big thing. Nobody touches that. It's got to be super urgent to get inside this gate. You have to do that in your calendar. If he's making videos every 2 weeks, it's never going to happen. He'd have to be the most talented person of all time and still get some fluke win to win. Don't rely on that. Don't bet your dream on a lottery ticket. Your actions have to map to your ambitions. It has to be in your calendar. Step 1 was, what's your goal? Great. The steps to hitting that goal have to be in your calendar on a daily or weekly basis, or it's never going to happen. And step number 3 is flip patience and impatience. Understand that the results will come, that you're not winning because you're not good enough yet. Doesn't mean you suck, it just means you don't have the skills yet. How do you get the skills? By putting in crazy work. You can learn anything if you want to, if you put in the crazy work. And so know that the results will come. If you continue to demand excellence and extraordinary effort from yourself every single day, be patient with the results and impatient with yourself. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you watch something and get motivated and just get inspired, you have a 35% chance of actually following through. But when you get motivated and then you actually create an action plan for what you're gonna do, you increase it from 35% to 91% chance of you actually following through. And when you share your plan publicly, that jumps to 95% chance of following through. So I want that for you. I want to know your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Put it down in the comments below so I can celebrate you. You go as far as you believe you can go. When the people around you say you're crazy, when you're putting in massive effort but you're not getting the results, where you sit alone and wonder, did you just make the biggest mistake of your life by starting this business? That is the time when most people quit, and you need to believe more. Because if you love this thing, if you know that it's going to impact people and you give up too soon, you will regret for the rest of your life knowing that you were capable of more and you just quit on it a little too early. So I look at my new book as an example. I did my tour across America, met with entrepreneurs all across America, and found that people were struggling with the same thing. They want to know, how do I find what my purpose is and turn it into a lucrative business? Every city that I went to, even though that was not the topic I was covering, it came up over and over and over and over again, 23 different cities. And so I thought, I'm gonna write a book on this. This is gonna be my next book. I'm gonna take people through the process because my process works and it helped people live in 10, 15 minutes, and they're getting new ideas and results, and here we go. Like they understand what path they need to take. Finally, they have clarity on what to do next. And so I told my agent and my lit agent, like, this is the next book I want to write. We told publishers, this is the next book I'm going to write. And from the start, it's been this big pull. It's been fighting. We don't like the title. We don't like the concept. No, we're not going to publish it. No, we're not going to publish it. And I want to do it by January because I want to do my next tour across the rest of the United States, East Coast, Texas, Mexico. I want to do my next tour. So I want to have my book in stores by that time. And it's been this rough slog where if I didn't believe in myself that this was so important, with the people who are looking at it saying, nah, we don't like this concept. Nah, it's been written before. No, this method we don't believe in. It's easy to quit. It's easy to give up. It's easy to say, forget it. I just know that it's going to work. I know that the process helps people. I've seen it with my eyes across 23 cities over 90 days. I wrote the draft of the book and I gave it to some beta readers. And the number one piece of advice from people who've read both my books, the Year One Word and then this, like this is the better book. This is the best book you've written so far. including my self-published ones. And so what do? I've got these people who are my audience who love it, and then these people who aren't my audience but who make decisions saying, nah, we don't believe in it. I'm not gonna quit. I gotta keep going. I gotta do my tour. There better be some crazy good reason for me not to do my tour, right? Even if I have to self-publish it. Now, I'm pretty close to making my deal, making it all happen, and getting timelines and all that, but we don't have a signed contract yet, and anything can happen. We're pushing the timelines because I'm pushing the timelines, because otherwise this thing could drag on forever. When you have an idea that you love, that you know can have a huge impact, that's just taking longer than you hoped it would. When people are telling you that it's crazy and that it's stupid and that who are you to go off and do this thing? If you love it, you have to double down on it. You have to go in on it. You have to be open to getting help, but if that door closes, you try to find another one. And that's the story of every successful person. You're trying to do something different.
If you want to know how to go from broke to rich, check out the video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. I will see you there. Continue to believe.
Most people grow up with an unhealthy view of money. Some people think that money is everything, that the next person you see, the next customer you talk to, that's your next suit, that's your next car.